Okay, the first item on the build agenda is to install the afterburner unit that I bought from Motion RC. So what you'll see I've done now is removed the cover for the EDF unit and the screws, so this will give me access to the unit. I can then now install the afterburner unit into these two holes here and through here, and it fastens on this way, and then I'll run the cabling down and through along with the 3-wire cabling. Okay, as you can see, I've mounted the afterburner unit onto the motor. It is an in-runner motor, so I've actually mounted it to the case, not the motor. I've put a little bit of thread lock on there because there will be vibration, but only a tiny drop because I don't want it to run through into the motor. And it's simply just by adding 2 bolts on, so quite an easy install. Got to run this wire now along these, just plastic tie or zip tie them onto those cables as we install it in. So it's quite easy. Just while we're on, we'll just have a quick run over the bottom of the fuselage and look at some of the detail that's on it, because it is a bit more like the 90mm versions, so it's quite scale. You've got opening inner doors, they're attached to the retracts, the outer door beyond the leg itself, this is done, so it's all sequenced, but you can see you've got the writing on there, so a bit of attention to detail. You'll probably never see it in flying, but it's there, so it's quite a nice thing. Could have been put on a little bit better. They're all a little bit wobbly, let's say. There's nothing in line, but just a niggly thing, but as I say, you're not going to see it, so not overly bothered. But yeah, nicely presented so far. Okay, as you can see now, I've finished doing the afterburner unit. I've run the wires down along the ASC cable. I've fastened it around all wires here, but the last one there, I have just done that on one wire, one of the ESC wires, just in case it wants to be removed later. Be easier on one, I have to cut the clips home. And I've pulled the wire through following into the fuselage compartment. Okay, what I want to show you here is the first step of the build now is the vertical fin, and to fasten the horizontal stabiliser onto here you've got the wire for the elevator servo here, and you have to pull it down through the middle of here with the provided, I'll call again, magic wand. So pull the cable down and through here, and it comes out this side. You can already see here's the rudder cable, so for the servo of the rudder, and then when you come onto the back of the plane you can see this is the vertical fin seat, and here's the elevator and rudder connections. Okay, as you can see now, I've got both halves of the elevators pulled through, 3 cables at this end. So next job is to mount this servo, the tailplane horizontal. Okay, as you can see, I've pulled all the wires through now. I've got 3 at this end, 2 elevators, 1 rudder. So all I've got to do now is mount the horizontal stabilisers onto the vertical stabiliser. Then I can mount everything to the fuselage. Okay, as you can see now, I've got one half on. So it's not screwed on yet, but there's a spar that runs through both tail planes, and you can see the holes here and here, so that's the line it takes, and it goes onto the plastic lug there and is screwed on in place, which is my next step. Okay, that's the vertical and horizontal stabilisers installed. Quite easy. As you put the fin on, the wiring pushes back up inside without any stress on the wiring. Not difficult at all. The tail plane then is fastened with one screw here, one here, and also on the opposite side, and one here, which was a little bit tricky to find. All I did was run the screwdriver tip along here, and I could feel the recess, push it through and then screw in. So on the opposite side, mine is on top of the A on this side. So straightforward, but let me say not simple. So, and then the horizontal stabiliser is held on just with one screw here. All screws are the same size. The hole screws supplied are only for the back end. I'll show you how to fit the wings in a second. Okay, the wing fixing is something I've seen for the first time with fly wing. Basically, you've got a short tube there, which is just into the wing, like you can see now. It's not very long. And all you have to do, whilst minding the cables, listen, try to hold the camera and pushing at the same time. Just push it this way a little bit, won't be better. And once you've got everything lined up, make sure the cables aren't in the way, and you pull these two tabs here together, push the wing in, and it's locked in place. I'll just personally now push in, which I did. And what you've got to watch is that just to ensure that both of them lugs are in the outer position. So this lug's got to be out that way, this lug's got to be out that way, and you know the wing is locked in place. No screws at all needed. Would have been nice if this was on the bottom of the wing, but I'm not going to be picky on it. Just it would have looked a bit nicer, but again, when it's flying, who's going to see? But yeah, just pull those two inwards, like, and just hear it release on the click, and pull the wing out. Now you can see that because the wing is released, these pins are in the middle. So again, I'll push it, and you should be able to hear that one's clicked, but the front one hasn't anyway, but you get the idea. Okay, the build is now complete, as you can see. So quite straightforward, taking me about an hour. No great dramas. And the next stage that I'll do, which will not be today, but the next stage will be is the fit out. So the put the receiver in and get everything working and ready for the maiden flight. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope you found this useful, and hope to see you in the next video.